With this grant, we have two good projects that we're working on. One of them is the comprehensive plan, and the other one is the North 13th Street corridor. So you ask what a comprehensive plan is. Well, I'm glad you asked. It's a plan outlining the principles for municipalities' growth and development. It provides broad level goals, visions, and implementation strategies. It offers a framework to guide development of specific city ordinance and policies such as zoning, the subdivision and land development, budgets, and so forth. And the lifespan is at approximately anywhere between 15 and 20 years. So why create a new comprehensive plan? Our current comprehensive plan is from 1997, so we are pretty much right in the time frame to develop a new one. The 1997 comprehensive plan sparked Easton's current renaissance, and the new comprehensive plan will be aimed at continuing and expanding this the renaissance. And if you've been in Easton since 1997, you know the city has seen lots of positive change, such as the expansion of the Crayola. We had vacant properties such as Pomeroy's and the Seagulls Museum come in that has been vacant for decades, and now they're thriving with residential and businesses on the first floor. And of course, we have the Carl Sturner's Arch Trail, and over there on the poster board, we have our new intermodal facility. It's going to be a parking deck with 300 plus parking. It's going to be a 3-story building that's going to have first floor commercial, and it's going to house 2 floors of the new city hall. And of course, it's going to have the new bus station, which Armin is very excited about. So what topics will go into a new comprehensive plan? We have like transportation, we have housing, land use and zoning, employment, building types, and so forth. I mean, it's going to be a very compelling document. So where do we stand now? Right now we have a consultant called Urban Matrix out of Brooklyn, New York. They are in the process of rewriting our comprehensive plan. They're analyzing the data and the current conditions to draft goals and objectives. Drafts will be available within the next couple months. So we'll have public hearings and meetings on that to get everybody's feedback on them. And a final draft will be in our hands by the end of this year, December, and it'll be adopted by January of 2015.
In Easton, our catalytic project will be the 13th Street corridor, which will serve as a reflection of a lot of the principles within our comprehensive plan shown in practice. So the project is a project in transit equity. And what that means is however you choose to use the corridor, it'll be easy for you. If you're riding a bike, if you're a pedestrian, if you're in a car, it'll cater to all forms of transportation. For the time being, it has a pretty standard state highway design for now. Definitely a space that's easiest for automotive drivers, but that will change moving forward as a result of our transit equity principle. So on the next slide, we're working with Pannoni Associates, an engineering firm. They're the ones who are actually doing the design work for the corridor. And we're using a complete streets approach. So that gets back to the transit equity I mentioned, that all modes of transportation will be able to utilize the corridor readily. Buses will be able to utilize the corridor a bit more readily. It will promote better connectivity within our city. For the time being, the 13th Street corridor is the western gateway to the city. So we want it to really provide connections to the broader city. It's a main corridor connecting the College Hill and West Ward neighborhoods of our city. And it also connects to the Simon Silk Mill, which is being redeveloped as a whole live, work, arts, entertainment, culture complex. Largest economic development project in Easton since World War II. Carl Sturner Arts Trail is also accessed via 13th Street. So it'll really allow these spaces to be functional and vital parts of our city by being connected. It'll also provide for better aesthetics. Here, we see 3 of the intersections along the corridor. We see all the way at the north a 5 Points intersection with Bushkill Drive. We see the Wood Avenue ramp, the US 22 interchange, which is relatively confusing. And we see the intersection with Northampton Street. So for the time being, some of you might have had some confusion negotiating these intersections at some point. If you're walking or taking a bike, it might be a little difficult for the time being, but we'll make improvements to the intersections so that they're more functional, and also so they just simply provide a better sense of arrival when you come into Easton. So Pannoni is currently making engineering studies on the corridor, gathering data on background conditions. Plans for the redesign should be complete by late this fall, and Urban Matrix, the comprehensive plan consultants we mentioned, will produce several renderings of the completed design, showing exactly what it might look like once the improvements are made. So we're still in the planning phases here, and there are plenty of ways to get involved. We're very active on social media. You can follow us on Twitter at Easton Planning. We share all kinds of information. We're also on Facebook. You can always send emails to planning@eastonpa.gov, and we'll have drafts of the comprehensive plan and 13th Street corridor public meetings coming up soon. Our consultants, Urban Matrix, will be at Easton City Council relatively soon, so stay tuned. There are plenty of chances to provide your voice and your input. Thank you.